Today we're doing a viewer deck rating slash review, and the first one we have coming in today is from my latest video, which is I Have 80. I released this yesterday, but they basically said, try out my deck Slime, Evolution Skeleton Army, Evolution Snowball with the Rocket Freeze, Fireball, Hog Rider, Bats, and Hero Mini P.E.K.K.A. Now, when I originally was putting this into my phone, I was like, oh, okay, I see, you know, Skeleton Army, Mini P.E.K.K.A, Snowball. And then I was like, Rocket Freeze Fireball. So, right off the bat, okay, yes, this is a... I don't know if it's... I don't even know if it's a troll deck, to be honest. But it's not one that's going to win me games, by any means. What I think I want to say about this deck is, it looks pretty solid all around. Bats aren't really the strongest air counter, but that kind of makes up for it with spells, because we have 37 spells. But I'm going to go as far as to say, I just don't want to play Rocket in this deck, but Freeze, you know, we can maybe make something happen with Freeze. And we're just going to kind of send it. I really, I just don't know what to say. If this is your actual deck, please add something for one of the spells. You can run triple spell, but you can't run quadruple spell and like make it work. Now, if this guy has a spell, he's going to use a Firecracker, do a TP back there. So we're just going to play a Mini P.E.K.K.A here. I probably should have played it a little bit later, but I think it'll still take out the Firecracker, so that's pretty nice. And then I'm going to, I think I did the ability a little late. I kind of hit the snowball instead of hitting the ability. But what we can do here is he already spent a bunch of elixirs, so we're just going to go predict giant snowball, and he's going to play a tombstone. Okay. Unfortunate, but I think we should still get at least one hit here. Okay, he's going to have to go Valkyrie, which obviously is good for us because we can just play bats here and get some value out of it. He might try to use a spell here. He has Baby Dragon, so already we can use a cannon here. Just counter that. Like I said, don't really have many answers for air. So we're just going to go in here as opposed to defending this. I'm not going to use Fireball. We're just going to go for a Hog Rider, and he's not back to his Tombstone yet. So we're going to Snowball this, and we should be able to maybe get a little bit of value here. Oh, Mini P.E.K.K.A doesn't even one-shot that. That's so unfortunate. But I think Mini P.E.K.K.A is going to hit on the tower, and if I had my Freeze, I would go for Freeze, but we are a little bit under in the damage game. But he has Boss Bandit, Valkyrie, plus Firecracker, so... definitely an interesting deck we're going against, and then he's just going to play a Ram Rider, which I think we can use cannon to just full counter if I'm not mistaken. No, it's not going to full counter it. Okay, we're going to take one charge, A-okay with that, and we're just chilling here. Now, this is Freeze Heaven. If we can predict his, or not even predict it, if we can get a Mini P.E.K.K.A going down there, when he plays a Witch, to kind of get rid of it, and that's just a free Fireball. I will take that. He's probably going to want to go Boss Bandit now, so if he does, I'll go with my Mini P.E.K.K.A. He's going to go Firecracker at the back. Okay. We might have to freeze Mini P.E.K.K.A, seeing as how he's going to be able to Boss Bandit this, and then just, like, get maybe a little bit... Yeah, he's going to go Boss Bandit here. We're going to go Mini P.E.K.K.A, then we're going to go with a Freeze. And, we should be able to take that out, take the Firecracker out. No big deal. Maybe go Evo Snow level up. And, we do get a Hog connection, a couple Hog connections at that. But we're not going to be able to... Actually, we might be able to take the tower here with Fireball. We can go with the cannon here, take out the Valkyrie. And then go for Evo Skeleton Army low, although it's just going to die probably. Or not. I will Fireball the tower because I want to keep... Okay. He used all of his Evos. I'm going to keep us in the game. He's going to go with that. I'm going to wait till that connects and then go Mini P.E.K.K.A. And then we can go Bats here and then Snowball. And then just take all that stuff out. The Witch isn't going to really get too much value. I'm going to go Hog the Pocket. He's going to go Witch, so we can just use our level up here because Hog's going to really tank for a second, and then just get... I mean, the big thing about this is we have nothing to take out Swarm at all, and like, we got put against a guy with, like, a bunch of Swarm units, being the, you know, Tombstone and all that. I really can't defend this that well, so I'm going to have to go for a late Snowball here to knock everything back, stop the Witch from getting damage to our tower. It's targeted on the Bar Barrel, which isn't great, and he's just probably going to spam Boss Bandit. Yep. I knew he was going to do that as soon as, like, he had enough damage, close enough to enough damage. That Mini P.E.K.K.A is just going to die. I can't really stop that from happening. I thought that was going to target the Hog, but it did not, but we're still going to take out the Firecracker just fine there. Now, we are in a little bit of trouble here, seeing as how he has Ram Rider, so we're going to have to probably Evo Snow the Ram Rider. Or he's going to go with Mini P.E.K.K.A. That's also a play. Although he doesn't have his Evo Firecracker in cycle right now, or out on the board at least. So I'm going to go Evo Skeleton Army, try to take out this Witch really quickly. We do. He does that. I'm going to go Freeze here, because we could potentially get a Hero Mini P.E.K.K.A level up. Oh, that's unfortunate. really bad Evo Snow, like terrible, like worst Evo Snowball ever. The worst that's humanity's ever seen. And he's just gonna go Valkyrie. This is not looking good. We're gonna have to go Fireball here, and then probably Freeze as well. Actually, I think it should just die. We can go. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, that's bad. I don't know what the potential even. I mean, we need a small spell in the deck. I mean, we do have a Snowball, but honestly, other than that, to be able to take out Swarm units, the potential is just not there because it's all relying on the Snowball there. So overall, if you had Rocket in this deck, it would be even worse. But this is just hot garbage. Like 2.5 out of 10. 2.5 out of 10, man. I don't know what to say. It's like Hog Cycle, but Skeleton Army doesn't really have anything to support it. Bats are pretty bad on their own as a air counter because you need to kind of have other cards to bait out defenses or, I mean, offenses with like the Snowball and whatnot. Just not good. And we're going to move right on to the next deck. I forgot to give a shout out. The last deck was from Just Like Me, but we are moving on to the next deck from Aussie Spend, who says Evo Skelly Barrel, Evo Valk, and the Skelly King, as well as Dark Goblin Princess, Arrows, Cannon, Skarmy. Now, I already put this deck into the game, of course, like I normally do, and we're going to switch over here. It's okay. This is a good deck. Don't get me wrong. They said I could use Fireball for the arrows, which I don't think is really needed. What I will mention is I think for this deck, what we can do is we can either swap in Evo Dark Goblin or Evo Skarmy. So I think I'd rather do Evo Skarmy, and then we probably... You mentioned having Fireball, so I'm going to just put that in for Valkyrie, because we already have one mini tank in there. We don't need 2 mini tanks if we have 1 mini tank. Also, my cards are a little bit underleveled, so this might not be the best gaming, but yeah, it's basically just Skeleton King bait, and I'm a big fan of that, but normally it has Mortar. He said good luck, we'll hit him with a good luck back. I'm going to assume this guy's running some, like, garbage, because we are literally at the lowest part of this league, and yeah, I don't really have to worry about playing, like, I guess, playing too good, because I feel like we should be able to just hopefully get away with an easy win, especially because I'm, like I said, really low down. I haven't been pushing Trophy Road at all. I've been focusing on Ranked because I want to get back to Ultimate Champion. And, yeah, so we're just going to cycle a Skeleton King. Just, that's kind of my only play there. I mean, I could have probably, like, Arrows the tower or something, but I want to get troops out there. He's going to play a Wizard, so we can just go for Fireball here to take that out. Or not take it out, but get it really low. Excuse me. And then, he's going to go Eagle him. Eagle him, okay. This is definitely a low deck if you ask me, but I'm gonna go Princess here just to snipe the actually the Wizard's just gonna die. He goes for really late arrows. I don't really know why he did that, so I'm gonna go Skeleton King here, try to like keep everything alive and maybe get some souls. We get 1 soul. And I'm gonna go Skeleton Barrel over here. He's gonna do that. I don't have to respond to that, I don't think, because my Princess should be able to shoot that, hopefully. Nice Princess. And he's just going to let the Skeleton Barrel go on my tower, or on his tower, so I'm going to let the Dark Goblin go because I don't really have a reason to respond to it. And so, yeah, we're just chilling. But anyway, while we're just kind of waiting here, I do want to say thank you guys for submitting some more decks. As always, if you want to submit another deck, you feel free to join the Discord. It's down in the description. I mean, it makes it easier for me to kind of show your decks off with a picture and whatnot. And, yeah, just, you know, all around... I think it's pretty fun to have people join the Discord, talk to you guys, you know, see what's up, tell you when I'm, you know, recording these videos. I don't know why he didn't go for an ability there, by the way. That's kind of really bad. I'm going to go Princess here. I think it should shoot the minions. There we go. It kind of did like a trick shot there. It was going to shoot the Eagle and then shot the minions instead. I might go for an ability here just to get some more skeletons on the board because he did just use his arrows. So we're going to have so many skeletons on the board. Look at how many skeletons. He has to go for that, and we can just arrows here. Get tons of arrows value. Go for a Dark Goblin low. He has E-Drag as well, which is interesting. I'm going to go for a Skeleton King. Okay, and the Princess. I don't know really what this guy's... He's like playing a really weird version of Eagle, and we can just Fireball this. No, I don't even really need to Fireball it, but I was going to regardless. And I'm going to go Skeleton Barrel over here just because we have a Skarmy in that lane. Okay, he's going to go with the Firecracker. That's why I didn't want to do that same lane. I'm still going to arrows this. I know it's kind of late, but... It still allows our Skeleton Barrel to get more damage on the tower. And he has Evo... He's just going to use his Evo Baby Dragon. I mean, like, what? Why would you waste your... Oh, that's not good. Oh, wait, it doesn't even one-shot my skeletons. Holy cow, that card's bad now. It was, like, really overwhelming for a while, and now it's just terrible. Well, we're going to get a free Fireball here. We can just go... Oh, I was going to go... Okay, well, I'm still going to go Skeleton Barrel because I want to add some pressure, but... Yeah, I'm gonna probably pull this with this, go arrows here, and then Dart Goblin actually isn't gonna get as much value as I need it to, because it's gonna shoot the Eagle instead. Okay, we're gonna go cannon here, pull that back, and we should just be able to take out all this stuff. Our Skeleton King's just sitting there, you know, getting value, of course. And we can just Fireball here. I didn't even realize we could Fireball, but we can. And that is game over. So if you guys like this deck, I mean, I think it's pretty good. I didn't really have to make many changes. I only had to change Valkyrie for Fireball. And it worked pretty good, man. All around, pretty solid deck. Like I said, pretty good defense. You got the cannon, you got the, you know, a bunch of spells, arrows, plus Fireball. And you have a pretty heavy offense with the Skeleton Barrel. I mean, this is good for defense as well. Princess is really nice for getting free damage on the tower, etc. And yeah, we are just gonna move on right. Oh, I have to give a rating. I'd probably say like 7.5, 8 out of 10. Maybe 8.5. It's pretty solid. I mean, I like the double range cards. Those are good in bait, and this is a pretty bait heavy deck. So, yep. Moving on to the next deck. So our last deck today is coming in from Ego. It's Jogo, who says, my brother, try Evo Mega Knight plus Giant Skeleton, Spirit Empress, Evo Battle Ram, Zap, Fireball, Hero Goblins, and Minions, and I can potentially sub in the Dark Goblin for the Minions. And they said this deck is around 1970 on Ultimate Champ, which it's pretty decent. I will say that, but I'm not gonna lie. My Spirit Empress might be level 13. I could use one of my 55 legendary wild cards. I just want to flex that real quick. I got 2 lucky drops that gave me 20 each, which gives me an insane amount of legendary wild cards. I just don't use wild cards that often though, because gold is a real big problem in this game. Regardless, it's a pretty solid deck all around. I would say it's very, very heavy. It's solid. I don't like the Spirit Empress in my decks most of the time, because I know it's kind of making a resurgence in the meta, but I feel like whenever I see Spirit Empress, I'm like, it's pretty easy to counter. It's really heavy 1 unit damage, single unit damage. And I guess for the sake of this video, I will spend my wild cards and then just give it a level. And we're just gonna try to make it work. I do have a bunch of underlevel cards in this deck, but we'll see how it works. Now I'm down to 17k gold, so I can't upgrade any of my cards in the future. But it is okay. We have obviously the level 14 Mega Knight, not going to be the most effective thing ever. We can just play Goblins here. For those, I mean, I feel like Bandit's pretty easy to counter nowadays when I look at, okay, my Goblins are 1 level lower, so they don't get 2 shot, they get 1 shot. Man, I love the level system in this game. I'm just going to use Minions right away. They're going to do a ton of damage, and he's going to play Mother Witch, which I can actually just Fireball here, and then potentially play just a little, Ground Spirit Empress, and that should just be able to take out the Mega Knight A-okay. And that's one of the nice things about Spirit Empress, is you can just play the ground version, and it just, you know, does a pretty good job against whatever. He's playing P.E.K.K.A. Brute Spam, by the way, so he's going to have Battle Ram as well, which means we'll get a pretty decent amount of value out of our Mega Knight here. Also, just split Skarmy. I mean, I think that we don't have to defend that. He just kind of wasted his Skarmy there, which is pretty nice. I'm going to play another Mega Knight Battle Ram, cycled around Evo Battle Ram. He has Mini P.E.K.K.A. as well. So he's got Mini P.E.K.K.A. Mega Knight. Okay. Don't really, not the biggest fan of seeing that stuff. But it's okay, because we have our own Mega Knight, but our Mega Knight's under-leveled, so we're going to have, a really big push coming in with it. He can't get a Mother Witch down, so he's going to go for a Bandit, which is interesting. I'm going to go Giant Skeleton here, and then get ready for... Actually, he's just going to probably Mega Knight, so what I can do is I can play my Spirit Empress here, because I know he's going to Mega Knight. And the Spirit Empress is going to be able to do a pretty good amount of damage to the Mega Knight. So it'll probably die by the time it crosses the bridge, which I'm a big fan of, not needing to deal with the counter push. I'm not going to Fireball that, because we can just Mega Knight it, and I just don't want to waste my Fireball on it. I also... Oh, I thought I was going to get hit by the bomb. I'm just going to use Mega Knight here, because like I said, I don't want to have to Fireball it, because he has Mother Witch. So that's alright. He's going to go with a Skarmy, which... Honestly, we could just... Oh, that's bad for me. I thought he was going to let the Skarmy go and try to defend it with just the Skarmy. We're going Minions here again. Take it out as well. He's probably going to want to Mother Witch this, so we can just Fireball that. Oh, that was a bad Fireball. Although it still will hit the Mother Witch. And he only gets 1 Hog, which won't do any damage to our tower. So, that's a good thing. Usually you play pretty reactive with these decks. If you have spells, you usually just want to play pretty reactive in general. That's one big tip I will give, is just playing reactive in general usually leads to a pretty good set of plays. And also we're going to be able to take out this Wizard, or not. We can go Spirit Empress here. I'm going to kite this with a Battle Ram. And he's going to go for a Fly, so I'm not really... Yeah, hopefully that locks on my... Or he's going to lock my tower. I mean, I'm fine with that. We take a little bit of damage. which is okay. He's gonna, I mean, I'm not really worried about damage in the other lane. I'm just gonna go in here because, you know, I can goblins this late, kind of stop most of the damage from happening. He's gonna go with a Mother Witch, which is just gonna die, by the way. You can zap this. Go Battle Ram here. He's probably gonna want a mini P.E.K.K.A, but we already have like a bunch of stuff on the tower, and that should get hit by the bomb, right? Or not? Okay. Well, we can just Mega Knight this in a second, or I'm gonna get Giant Skeleton. Just set up another push here. It's gonna get one hit there. He's probably gonna want to mini P.E.K.K.A this. If I had to guess, he's gonna go with a Wizard. I could potentially Fireball this Wizard, seeing what he does. He's gonna use Garmy. I know. Oh, or Mega Knight. Okay, that was not what I expected. Yeah, now he can go for a Mother Witch, but honestly, I'm not really too worried about the Mother Witch because, I mean, here we go, goblins here. We just Mega Knight this, and then we're just chilling. Go for respawn here. Yeah, I'm sitting in really good company. I mean, you can do that, but I'm just gonna zap and then play my Battle Ram, and that's just game over, I feel like. So, yeah, overall, pretty solid deck. I mean, if I had to say anything about this, I mean, pretty good offense, pretty good defense. He's mad at the game, and we're gonna hit him with a thumbs up. I think he just got to 1300, or is that the? Hold on. Yeah, he just got to 1300. That's really funny. Anyway, yeah, this deck, I would say pretty solid overall. I mean, I like the deck. It's, I mean, obviously my cards are underleveled. If I had them even a little bit higher leveled, I'd probably play better. Actually, let me see the other levels of this guy's cards. So he had all level 16s except for his E-Wiz and Mother Witch. So honestly, overall pretty solid all around. I would have to say this deck's like, I'd give it like a solid like 8 out of 10. Same as the this deck. It's a well-known deck, except you're not using Mortar in this version. This one is, you know, pretty solid right now because the Hero Goblins are pretty good for defense. The Giant Skeleton's obviously one of the best defensive cards in the game. Also has a really solid offensive potential, but that's only if you let it get to your tower. And then Mega Knight, just heavy card that you place down, does lots of damage, but you have to know how to use it. Yeah, overall, 8 out of 10, pretty solid deck. If you guys like this video, man, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button. You know, if I get 3 or 4 more deck suggestions, I will definitely make another video. And I forgot to say like what changes I would make. Honestly, since it's a pretty solid deck already, the only thing I would probably change is Spirit Empress, but it already did a pretty solid job in that game I just played. So yeah, I'll just say it's a pretty solid deck overall. Yeah, like I said, if you like this video, smash the subscribe button.